Hello and welcome back to Pyramid. The topic today is the BMW R1300GS. Here at Pyramid, we've spent the last year developing a wide range of accessories for this exact bike. So in this video, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of everything that we've made for this bike. I'm going to show you each part up close, how it fits, and just everything you'll need to know about our entire range. So if you own a 1300GS or are thinking about becoming an owner, this video should give you a bit of an idea of some of the aftermarket goodies you could buy for it. Let's begin. So this is our development bike, and as you may tell, there are lots of accessories already fitted to this bike, from panels to metalwork, decal kits, lots of different things that we've made. I'm going to leave a little graphic on screen right now that will show you everything we're going to show you today in this video. So if you want to skip towards a few things or just skip to and from things, go right ahead. Or if you want to stick with me for the whole thing, let's start with the first accessory. So the first batch of products I'm going to show you are all going to be kind of related to the rear of the bike and the rear wheel, and we'll move over to the front. I'm going to treat you first and show you our favourite product that we've made for this bike, and it is the rear hugger. When we first announced last year that we were going to be doing quite a wide range of stuff for this bike, the rear hugger was one of the most requested things. So that's what we spent quite a lot of time working on. And this is the end result. It's a two-piece kit. We've got the plastic hugger cap, the actual blade that goes over the wheel itself, and we've got a cast aluminium bracket that's extremely sturdy. It's got a few different mounting points there. It's quite easy to fit. It's not too complicated of a product, and it is incredibly sturdy. Now, a rear hugger for any motorbike has quite a few uses. One, it adds a bit of style to the bike. There's not really anything here on the GS as standard. You've got a little shock shield, and that's kind of it. And mainly, one of the main reasons for buying a hugger is it will protect all of your components here from stuff that the rear wheel can fling up. Now, you need to set realistic expectations with a hugger. It's not going to completely stop all of the crap from hitting your shock that's all really difficult to clean in there. It's not going to eliminate all of it, but for this particular hugger, we've done quite a lot of testing. We've taken it on some dirt tracks. We've rode it in the rain, and we've got some footage, and we know that it does work. This general area of the shock shield and your shock stays pretty damn clean. This does a good job at catching all of that from it makes it down there. It will still get near the top, near your number plate, but this area of the bike stays pretty well covered. Less getting on your knees and having to get your hands in all the complicated bits back here. The hugger will do a great job at doing that. Now, the hugger is one that we're going to paint as well. At the moment, we've only got it available in this matte black, but at some point, hopefully within the next month or so, we'll have painted versions. We're going to paint the actual hugger cap in a few different schemes for the trophy. For example, this blue colour that the trophy bike we have is. We're going to have a nice blue one, perhaps a white one. There might be some other colours as well. If I've got any concepts, I'll throw them on screen. But yeah, the rear hugger is definitely one of our most favourite ones. And if you want to know exactly how this fits, we do have a standalone YouTube video showing you exactly how to fit it. Simple as that. Now, there's a few other things near the rear end of the bike that kind of contribute to the same thing here. Now, we've got a spray guard extension. Now, I haven't got one fitted to the bike here, as it looks a little bit weird with the hugger fitted as well. You wouldn't really tend to buy both, just one or the other. So the spray guard, instead of adding any protection here, it adds more protection here, and it increases the length of the OEM spray guard on the top and on the bottom. Two very simple plastic pieces. We released this, I think, over a year ago now, so it's been on the market for a while, but it does just simply increase the size of your spray guard. It may not be the most aesthetically pleasing thing in the world, but it does contribute to keeping this area of your bike just that little bit more clean. We can say exactly the same about this splash plate as well. This is just a simple metal plate that bolts to the rear of your number plate. It's got a little flick at the bottom, two flicks on the side, and again, it will just contribute a little bit. This will stop anything that the complete back of the bike flicks up, and it should stop anything if you've got any luggage, if you've ridden up with a passenger. It will stop any potential muck or water hitting the back of the rider. Again, all these little pieces kind of work together depending on which areas of the bike you want to protect. And then you may notice up here as well, there's another product, the rear splash protector. A very simple ABS product that's kind of made to add an extension to the right and the left of your OEM tail tidy. It's called a rear splash protector. The aim of it is it will protect any splash that the rear wheel brings up against hitting your passenger, your luggage, or anything that you just don't want to get splash or get wet. It's a very, very simple product, but it contributes to the collection of items that we've got available for the rear wheel of the bike. And we've got one more thing for the rear end of the bike that I'll show you now. Here it is then, it is metal rear infill panels. We've got the right hand side on here. I haven't got the left hand side fitted because it kind of obstructs the hugger that I just showed you. But these are metal infill panels that sit just below the rear foot pegs using the same mounting points, and it does a variety of different things really. It looks a bit nicer, gives you a little GS logo in there as well. What these will be particularly good at, if you've got a pillion that's got their foot here, it will protect anything from coming up through these holes and these areas from wetting your passenger. Especially if it's raining, you don't want all that water flicking up and hitting them. This will shield their boots, shield their feet just that little bit more. It'll all contribute together. So yeah, those are the rear metal infill panels. One of our bread and butter products coming up now, and it is the Extenda fender. We've got Extenda fenders available for hundreds and hundreds of bikes, and the R1300GS is one that we've made one for, as you can imagine. However, we've also made an Extenda fender extra. Now, a few years back, we decided to experiment with creating even longer Extenda fenders that use brackets that attach to the brake calipers to allow us to have extra length and even more sturdy extension. And that's what we've got for the R1300GS. We've got a standard Extenda fender that's just a stick-on or a rivet fit, but we've also got the even longer Extenda fender extra available for this particular bike. Now, obviously, it aims to restrict all of the muck, debris, anything that front wheel flicks up. It will protect any engine components down there, your downpipes, everything there. This will protect against quite a lot of that, especially the extra because it is considerably long. The brackets are made out of carbon steel, they're powder coated in a very nice textured matte black finish, so it's a really nice product. It will just help keep this area of the bike a lot cleaner, less maintenance. So there we have the Extenda fender. I've got to lay on the floor to show you this one. What we've got now are some pieces of metal work, more specifically an engine guard, an engine cover, and lambda sensor covers. You can see them all here in the area of the bike, and they all just kind of work in conjunction with the Extenda fender that I showed you before. We've obviously got the big engine guard here that aims to protect the bottom of your engine and a little bit of the front there. We've got the engine cover that's at the front that protects the front of the engine rather than the bottom. And then we've got the exhaust sensor covers there that are on each side. So they come as a pair, whereas the engine guard and the engine cover are separate. If you're a GS owner, I'm sure you may take your GS off-road occasionally, and the components that are at the bottom of the bike here, you're really not going to want to damage. I can imagine that stone chips to this casing is going to be a fortune to fix. So having an engine guard, Extenda fender, engine cover, all those little things will work very nicely together just to protect your engine and protect the valuable parts of your motorbike from getting damaged. They're all available in a nice powder coated matte black finish. The engine guard has actually got a two-tone system going on. It's got a bit of a gloss silver insert that just kind of adds a bit of colour to it really. So not really much more to say about that. An engine guard, an engine cover, and some oxygen sensor covers. And there you are. Another piece of metal work, and it is throttle sensor covers. On both sides of the bike, just above the engine, you have throttle sensors, and we've made a nice aluminium guard just to protect it really. Our sensor covers are more aesthetically pleasing than what's behind it. It looks a lot nicer, tidies up that area of the bike. It's powder coated in a nice textured matte black, so it really matches the rest of the bike quite well. And it should give you less maintenance as well. Less chance of anything getting here or hitting this and damaging it. Bit of a faff to clean this type of area as well, so it does several different things. Just works in conjunction with all of them to make your bike look and stay cleaner. Another quite simple one, and it is replacement side panels. As standard on the GS, you will have these sort of brushed aluminium type look panels on the bike there. We've just got some replacement ones. If you want to make them black, if you want to get rid of the GS insert, we've got some replacement ones, obviously sold as a pair. It is just ABS plastic. Now, what we're also going to be doing with these side panels, which is part of the reason why we wanted to recreate them, is we're going to paint them as well. I don't have them available yet to show you. They are not currently available, but we will be painting these side panels in various different colours depending on the R1300GS scheme. There'll probably be a blue one, there'll probably be a white one. If I have any concepts of the graphics, I will put it on screen. But yeah, so if you fancy some different replacement side panels just to change up the colour a little bit, or even wait for the painted ones and add a bit of paint, then we will have those available at some point. But for the time being, just the black replacement panels are currently available. Another item that we have available in a painted scheme is this sport screen. Slightly smaller than the original screen, we've decided to get this sport screen painted in the trophy colours. I believe that's the only colour that we've painted this in at the moment, but it goes really well with the trophy bike. It's the same shape and design as Pooch's sport screen, it's just we've decided to do our own custom paint job for this particular screen. Painted by our partners over at Dream Machine, so the colour match is fantastic to the trophy colours of the GS. You still get a bit of adjustability like that, slightly smaller than the original screen. I'll put the dimensions on screen now so you know the exact size of it compared to the original screen, but that is another item of ours that we have for the GS, available in a nice paint scheme. Now up next is the decal graphic kit that we've made. Now we only have a graphic kit for the trophy bike, which is the one we have here, which is blue, red and white. And you notice that on this side of the bike there are loads of extra stickers. So our graphic kit for the trophy GS comes with 2 stickers for the centre panel of the bike there, one up here, one just by the tank there. There are 2 on the side panel here. Obviously we've got our replacements on, but that is part of the graphic kit right there. And then there's a piece on the tail there as well. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piece graphic kit. It comes with both sides and it just adds a bit more colour really. If you've got the trophy bike, that is. I think it'd look a bit weird if you put the kit on any of the other colours, but if you've got the trophy, we've got a nice graphic decal kit available. Just adds a bit more colour, makes it stand out a bit more. Now keeping on with the topic of decal kits, we've got a few more for this bike, one of which is for these side panels. Now on the GS, you've got the side panel and the GS cutout is kind of see-through and it's black behind it. Our little decal block kits that we've got for this bike just gives you 5 or 6 colour options to change the colour of this GS cutout. All it is just a specifically shaped colour block that goes behind the panel and the colour just pops through the gap really, and it just adds a bit more colour. I think we've got green, we've got blue, we've got white, we've got red, we've got gold, I think, so you can choose from a various amount of colours. It's a very simple product that. The next decal kit is for this little tank compartment here. Just in front of the fuel filler cap, you've got this little compartment here that you can store your phone, drugs, whatever you want in there. And we've just got a simple 4-piece sticker kit to add a bit of colour to the top panel above there. I think we've got blue, red, gold, the usual colours. It's a very simple product again, but decal kits are very easy to do and it can make quite a good difference if you just want to add a bit of colour to whatever area of the bike you want. So if you've got this little compartment on your bike, we've got some inserts to go in the middle to change the colour of it. Simple as that. So that is a fairly brief look at all of the items that we've made here at Pyramid for the R1300GS. As I say, we have hundreds of more products available for this bike through other brands that we work very closely with. I'll show you a few of their products now. Pooch is a fairly big brand that we work with. We are one of their main UK distributors and there's quite a few Pooch items on this bike. The screen, for example, is Pooch's touring screen. It's a lot taller than the original screen, even on its lowest setting. On the highest setting, it's even taller. So if you're looking for extra wind protection, Pooch is one of the go-to brands. You'll see all of their accessories on our website. We've got a Pooch wind deflector as well. If you don't want to replace your standard screen, you just want something a little bit bigger, a little bit more wind protection, a screen deflector on top of your original screen might just do the trick. And they've got other stuff as well. We can see they've got some wind deflectors here, side wind deflectors that go just beside the screen on the left and the right and just deflect the wind left and right. Pooch also do a fairly nice clear headlight protector as well. This X pattern headlight on the GS is an incredibly expensive piece to replace. If you ever get a chip in that headlight and want to replace it, you'll be crying yourself to sleep with how much it is from BMW. So Pooch have done a nice clear protector that just protects that headlight from stone chips and getting any damage, because you really don't want to have to replace that. They also do a black one as well. Obviously your headlight won't work then because it's a black piece, but it's an option for you. Pooch have also got handguards as well that just extend up a little bit and give you a little bit more protection on your hands. Again, clear, available in other tints as well. Pooch have also got a fairly nice selection of trick bits as well, from aftermarket mirrors, levers, bar ends, absolutely tons of stuff. I encourage you to check out our website and see what Pooch has to offer as well as what we have to offer as well. I'll leave it with you there. I've given you a pretty brief overlook of what we have available for the R1300GS, our own products, as well as some of our partner brands as well. If you have any questions about anything you've seen or heard about today, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Most of what you've seen today is available now. There's a few things left to come, like the paint scheme for the hugger and a couple of other bits, but the majority of stuff is available now. We're already hard at work on our next projects. We've got a Tiger Sport 800 arriving this week that we're going to get stuck into as soon as that arrives. For the time being, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.